Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Joe. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, like we do every day. Let's go ahead and get started right now. Dancing with the Stars finale last night. You knew who it was going to go to. Nicole Scherzinger. She came out with a unanimous decision to win last night. As all season long, her and her partner Derek Howe out-tangoed, out-quick-stepped, and out-paso-doubled the competition. During the Dancing with the Stars finale last night, the two earned the distinction of unanimous praise from all three of the judges, who called the pop singer the best dancer in the show's history. Quote, "I'm totally emotional," Ho told People moments after the show ended. "Nicole and I burst out into tears backstage after our Argentine tango. We were so overwhelmed with how happy we were with what was going on that last night. Win, lose, or draw, we were going to be happy. But to win is phenomenal." "I'm kind of speechless right now," confessed Scherzinger, who helped Ho win his second Mirror Ball trophy. He captured the sixth season title with new co-host Brooke Burke. "I'm going to a room and cry. It's not about the trophy, it's beyond the trophy. It's the experience and the challenge and everything you go through. It's a lot of life-changing experiences in 3 months, and it's so intense." "And the pair may work again," Ho says, laughing. Scherzinger is working on a solo album, and Ho will be back in the videos wearing my green rhinestones, she says. Meanwhile, there were no hard feelings from any of the losers last night, runners-up Evan Lastic and Anna Trepinsaka. Meanwhile, ESPN correspondent Aaron Andrews clung to partner Maxim Chembrowski after the show, grateful for his friendship and support. "I was a mess when I came here," Andrews, the victim of a stalking scandal, said, her eyes welling with tears. "He was exactly what I needed." As this was a good show this season. From what I saw, I watched some of the finale last night. I was kind of pulling for ESPN and Aaron Andrews, but Nicole kind of deserved it. She's an amazing dancer, so good job to all last night on Dancing with the Stars. Meanwhile, Dancing with the Stars was not the only ones with winners last night. The Biggest Loser had some winners last night as well. When Newport Beach, California social worker Say Sorrell stepped off the Season 8 Biggest Loser bus in 2009, she stepped onto Malibu sand and ran her first mile, or tried to. She didn't come in last then when she was 30, as she was the heaviest contestant on the show at 476 pounds. Now what a difference a year makes. After the December season finale, when the 5'8" Sorrells revealed her 304-pound frame, Subway made Sorrells an offer of $1,000 per pound. She lost up to the Season 9 finale. She said, "No one's been offered anything like that before." Sorrells says, "It's the most amazing thing. I'm so appreciative because they didn't have to do it. They did it because they want to, and I couldn't be happier." So last night on The Biggest Loser, Sorrells was now 252 pounds. She picked up $52,000 for a check of her efforts done at home while holding down a full-time job, a weekend job, parenting duties to her stepsons, and plus, the restaurant chain threw a twist, offering to double her money if she runs in a marathon next year. So you gotta admit, this is good for The Biggest Loser, and that's just a good story altogether. That you're motivated, lose all that weight. So good job to Miss Sorrells, Shea Sorrells, that is, as she says everything has changed, and yes, it has. Let's go ahead and go to some local news right now. And a new study conducted by Ameristar Casino says Missouri would receive the most tax benefit if a casino was located in Cape Girardeau. The state is trying to decide which city should receive the casino license relinquished by Pinnacle Entertainment, which closed the President Casino in St. Louis. Cape Girardeau is competing with two other cities. They are the Chain of Rocks, which is a St. Louis suburb, and Sugar Creek, which is a suburb of Kansas City. Now, according to America Star's analysts, a casino in Cape Girardeau would bring in around $87 million. The report goes on to say virtually none would be cannibalized from existing Missouri casinos. The closest Missouri casino to Cape Girardeau is Caruthersville. Troy Stremming, America Star's Senior Vice President of Government Relations and Public Affairs, says that about $23 million of that would be annual incremental new tax revenue. Stremming says that's almost double the amount generated by the Chain of Rocks and nearly 3 times generated by a casino in Sugar Creek. Ameristar says it completed the analysis at the Missouri Gaming Commission. Officials called for existing and potential casino operators to conduct economic impact studies to determine which location would add the most incremental revenue to the state. So what do you think? Should a casino be in Cape Girardeau? Please comment below and tell us what you think. Finally, today in some sports news, the NFL has awarded the 2014 Super Bowl to the New York City area yesterday. The game will mark the first time the league brings its showcase event to an outdoor stadium in a cold weather climate. New York beat out Miami and Tampa to win the title game. The game will be played at the new Meadowlands Stadium, which is set to open this fall as the home of the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Jets owner Woody Johnson says, quote, "We're over the top excited. I think this is a unique opportunity to play the biggest game in the world on the biggest stage in the world," Giants co-owner John Mara said. "We're very excited about it. It's going to be great for New York, great for New Jersey, and certainly great for the National Football League." Owners voted 4 ballots before awarding the game to New York. Miami was eliminated on the second ballot, which left Tampa and New York to vie head-to-head. To win on the first 3 ballots, New York would have needed 24 votes from the NFL's 32 owners. The fourth ballot called just for 17 votes to win. Now, do you think a Super Bowl in a cold weather climate outside is a good idea? You got to think about it. Snow, rain, whatever. Then again, it is a Super Bowl where you endure Mother Nature. But is it good to have a Super Bowl in New York City in a cold weather climate with that chance of, maybe a big snowstorm? Comment below and tell us what you think, if this is a good idea for the NFL or not. Meanwhile, last night in the National Basketball Association, the Western Conference Finals continued as Phoenix topped the Los Angeles Lakers 115-106. That's forcing a Game 5 tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That game is going to be in Los Angeles, so check it out. 8 o'clock on TNT, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Meanwhile, tonight, Orlando faces elimination on its home court against the Boston Celtics. Boston's up 3-1 in the Eastern Conference Finals series. They can finish it off tonight in Boston if Orlando's magic doesn't stop them. That was cheesy. Anyway, that game's tonight at 7:30 on ESPN. It's time to find out what we're talking about today with you guys, and really, some comments we had. Let's go ahead and check them out right now. We had 4 likes yesterday. We had, let's see who liked us. Kate Blanchett, Logan Hill, Colin Wilson, and Brent Reuter. Thank you guys. Let's go ahead and check out some of the comments right now. Mallory Hillis says, "Freebird!" In another comment, Bailey Taylor says, "Thanks, Joe. Thanks. It's my birthday, loser. Bailey! Ha ha ha. I'm the favorite redhead." Corey Blocker says, "About time you start talking sports," and I agree. All sports fans should vote for Aaron Andrews. Logan Hill says, "I love hearing my name. It makes me happy. And it's one reason why I comment the way you will say my name. And I thank you for that. And no, I'm voting for Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls. She's a beast, and she deserves it." Well, last night, you all know the answer. Colin Wilson says, "Megan Fox quitting TF3 will destroy them. Michael Bay needs to grow up and get her back. The big C." Brent Reuter says, "I can now understand why Megan Fox quit, but I still don't think it's worth it because this is possibly the biggest movie of her career." Rebecca Barker says, "Kay, I'm a girl and I think taking Megan out ruins it. LOL." Once again, thank you for your responses. We appreciate it, as always, because we do have the best fans on the internet. Anyway, before we close it off today, it's time to talk about what we saw yesterday. I saw Shrek Forever After. It was better than Shrek the Third because there's a lot of references to older movies, the older Shrek movies, but it just, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. Gotta give it a B- for Shrek Forever After, bordering on a C+. Meanwhile, for MacGruber over here, great movie, possibly one of the best adaptations from an SNL skit since Wayne's World back in 1992. That's a B+, and it's a shame not many people have gone out to see it. You can still check it out now at the AMC, Town Plaza 5, and the AMC, Showplace 8. Until then, that's going to do it for us today. Remember, tonight, the live show, Ustream.tv, search The Daily Joe. We're going to have a live show. We're going to take your calls, your texts, your Facebook messages, your tweets, whatever. Join us tonight from 8 to 10. We'll break down the American Idol finale and anything else that's happening in the world right now. For example, the Eastern Conference Finals game. We'll talk about that too. Until then, everyone, that's going to do it for today's tape show. Remember, 9 o'clock, Ustream.tv. Well, 8 o'clock, 8 to 10, Ustream.tv, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Ustream.tv, search The Daily Joe. I'm Joe Northern. Have a great Wednesday. Stay sweet.